yeah, I know.
Test on what topic, what subject, all these things. Wenjing, please turn on your camera. What is your teachers asking you to test on WA2? Hello, Wenjing. Hello, Wenjing. Hi, Wenbei. Your WA2 is paper 2, is it? Hello, Wenjing and Wenbei. Wenbei, what is your WA2? Is it paper 2 comprehension passage? Is it comprehension passage or WA2 English? Will be tested on situation writing, essay, editing, visual graphic text, comprehension B or comprehension C?
Situational writing, I think.
Summary?
Situational writing.
Okay, that one will be tested already beginning of the year. So should not be a problem. Wenjing, are you there? Please turn on your camera. I'm going to start my lesson soon. Wenjing, what is your paper? WA2, what paper is that? Paper 1 or paper 2 for your WA2?
It's the 80-word summary.
Oh! We're going to do this for this one. All right. We hit the jackpot. Thank you. We're going to go through it, guys. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to April. No April Fool Day. This WA2 is very important because it's weighing quite a lot of marks and it's going to be affecting your promotion to set 3. So most of you are doing paper 2 comprehension passage. Wow. All right. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this month we have a new topic. It's called language, literature, and social media. Okay, it haven't came up before, and most of the essay that I'm going to give you for this month is mostly IP essay. All right. Okay, let's go. So we go in the first lesson of the month. We're going to talk about what is the definitions of language. Aaron, let's go. This one, please read.
The principle.
Louder, please. I can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Let's go. The principle.
The principle most of
诶，
human.
大哥，很小声诶，不好意思，真的听不到。
Okay.
你 OK 吗？你的麦 OK 吗？ 我真的听不到，你们听得到吗？文静听得到吗？还听得到？文静you OK 了，文静。Why you so like 闲 like that? So tired You OK
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can. 文静 what
Okay.
happened? Why you so tired? Look so tired. 你刚刚冲凉出来啊？
I just got home.
We just got home Why? You have a date with your girlfriend now?
Well, I went out to eat with my family.
Oh, you went out with your family makan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Relax, Thanks. Good morning. Let's go. Aaron.
The principal mode of human communication consists of word use in a structure and communication voice and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture.
Kieran?
A study of the way children learn language, a system of communication used by a particular country or communicate.
So you see, Fiona, Wenjing, Wenbei, and Aaron, when you are baby that time, don't tell me 1 year old, you can tell your mommy, daddy, come on, mommy, give me a hug. Come on, daddy, 抱抱. Wow, tell you Aaron, 如果你1岁，你能讲这样，妈咪抱抱我 ，daddy 我要喝奶，奶奶带我去玩。Wow, if you're 1 year old, you can talk like that. That means you're a genius. So how do you express yourself to tell your parents and your grandparents what you want? Hand gesture, right? And then crying, right? And then now they're doing this like that, not happy. This is called one way of language. And why we need to learn language, you will know more about that. Because language is important because you need not just communicate, but you also have to pass a very clear message. If the message is passed wrongly to the person, wow, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a chaos. It's going to be a nightmare. So let's read on why a language is important. Back to you, Aaron.
A language is a system of communication which consists of a set of sounds or written symbols which
No, a set of sound and not all and.
or a set of sounds and writing symbol.
Written. Hello, brother. Written. Past perfect tense already. 写完了 so past perfect tense.
Written symbols which are used by the people of a particular country or region for talking or writing.
So you see in the past in history like the Egyptian 埃及他们的文化是什么？是用 picture 来画东西的。So with the picture 画一个人，画一个太阳，画一个月亮，画一个什么东西，一个 animal. Every symbol, every pictures represent a language of communications. So in Jesus the Christian this 10 commandment when God was asking Moses to go to the mountain and get the 10 commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt respect all these things, all the thou, okay, thou shalt be honest, that kind of 10 commandments. So it's the language written. So of course, we don't understand what they are writing because it's written in Hebrew. And the same thing, a lot of people find Chinese, like what you say, it's very hard to communicate, hard to write. I doubt so, right? If you really can put in your heart and soul, Aaron, do you find Chinese hard to learn?
Yeah.
Okay, I ask you a very simple question you don't mind this is language so 我对事不对人everyone can answer Wenbei and Wenjing, okay? Aaron, if I were to ask you to learn Chinese, okay, English, Chinese, and Malay, and then one more, maybe in Singapore, we talk about Singapore, in Tamil, 你觉得哪一个对你最容易？
Of course, Chinese.
Chinese, I love the way you answer. Damn it, well done. 我喜欢当然是华文。好，文静。No lah, I told you in my class no IDK. I know you're tired. 你随便选一个。No, in the class no, I don't know one. Just answer. It's okay.
Oh wait, so I don't know any language yet.
I beg your pardon. I
Do I
mean
know
Chinese.
any language?
No. If I ask you to learn Chinese, English, Malay, and Tamil, which one do you think is easier for you?
But I don't know any language yet.
Sorry?
Have I learned any language before?
You don't learn Chinese and English, man?
Oh, you mean learn right now?
I mean now it's now. Which one do you think is easier for you?
English because I already know it.
Thank you very much. Okay, Wenbei. Which one do you think is easier for you?
What are the choices?
Chinese, English, Tamil, and Malay.
English.
English. Fiona?
Chinese.
Chinese. For me, of course, it's Chinese and English, but I know a bit of Malay and I know a bit of Tamil. For example, how are you? Ni hao ma? In Malay, selamat datang. No, selamat datang is welcome, sorry. Okay, I will use another one. Take care. 保重. In Malay, it's called jaga diri. In Tamil, if I'm not mistaken, it's berakam. Okay, sabra, 吃饭是印度话 makan 是马来话华语是吃饭英文是 eat. So all the language is different, but one common language or one common words that is used across every different language is mommy and daddy. Agree not, Aaron? Papa, mama. You whatever language you can hear 爸爸妈妈就是爸爸妈妈，对吗，文静？ Right. So the other languages you might feel that for example, you ask you in Thailand means sawadee-kap, welcome, how are you, greeting to you. So languages as bring in the cultures and the most important, the values. Okay, let's read on. What is simple, Aaron?
Or what is a simple definition of language? The simplest way to define language is as a system of communication used by humans. Language can be spoken or signed,
Hello,
and
brother, is spoken.
spoken or signed, and some have to written form.
Thank you. Carry on, last paragraph.
Language or systems of convention spoke
Conventional.
conventional
End with conventional.
conventional spoke
Spoken.
spoken manual sign or written symbol
Written.
symbols by means of which human beings as members of a social group and participants in its culture express themselves.
Thank you. So you see the 14th fact, no need to read that. So you see, computer also got language. It's called the binary language, the 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So in order to type the word thank you, you have to have a combination 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, that kind of things they call language. Or we call the human computer interface. Every language, we have sign language, we have called vulgarity language, 就是骂粗话的那种 language. We have a love language, we have a hatred language, we have different types of language to express, to impress ourselves, and also to make ourselves depressed. So language is so important in my opinion because, so Wenjing, if someone say you're number one, but if I say you're number one from bottom, 切我才不要，对吗？ But if I say you are the awesome person, I don't need to use number one already. I say, Wenjing, you are an awesome leader. But if I say you are number one leader, which is 从后面数起, so the number to me is not that important unless you use with another words to represent it. 我讲你 number one, 你不用这样 switch off the camera 嘛，哎呀，你生气我哈，是不是？不想看我的脸 ？OK 啦，文静 ，understand? Yeah, I believe you. Network unstable. Yeah. Okay, just kidding. Wenjing. By now you should know I can remember. Introductions to language and linguistic definitions of language. Now, expression of ideas by means of speech, sounds combined into words. So you see, we must know animal language, right? Right. Animals also speak like of course they use the antenna, right? Ding, 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 to communicate, or maybe use certain like the howling sound. Okay, the meowing sound, the quacking sound, whatever it is, like the rooster, the quacking sound. The language is a system of conventional spoken and written, as what Aaron was reading just now, and you use humans to represent, to talk. Now, in the past, like in Chinese, if you all are very good in Chinese, you should know 那个人跟路路口跟人是他们的调转，对吗？ You see, our ancestor is so smart that 那个山人山人海的那个山，还有那个水。 Last time they used symbol to represent Chinese character, and slowly, surely, and definitely, they convert it and make it a language is so nice and so beautiful. Yet, Wenjing, Wenbei, Fiona, and Aaron, Uncle Raymond is kind of bit disappointed that majority of the Chinese student like your age, they can't speak Chinese well. Wenjing, are you okay with your Chinese? To be honest. I say don't like that lah. Don't be so humble. What do you think? From 1 to 10. 10 is excellent. Okay, 1 is sucks. From 1 to 10. You type. Okay. Well, I didn't see your answer. 7. Okay. Well, I got 7. You see, I got 7 coming out. Okay. Fiona? What is your Chinese level? Fiona, are you there? Whoa, 8. How about Wenbei? 5 or 8? Okay. Fiona? What is your higher level? 1 to 8, 1 to 10. How do you grade yourself for Chinese? Don't bite your finger lah, dirty girl. All the bacteria go to your mouth. 等一下你牙齿很脏。哎呀，快点 ，1 to 10。等一下你不可以放那指甲油嘞，不好看的。1 to 10 for your Chinese.
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, you're Wenbei, right? Wenbei.
But you called Fiona.
No, I call Wenbei Fiona, 我叫Wenbei
Oh, 8.
8. How about Aaron? 你对你的华文的程度多高？1到10。
9.
9. Well done. I'm very proud of all of you. Okay, if I would go another group, they will tell you, I got Sec4 student, their Chinese is really, I don't know how they're going to take O-level, but seriously. So what is language? There is no comprehensive definition of language. The only answer to the question is, what is language? Language is language. Chinese, Malay, Indian, Tamils, sorry, not Tamil, Indian. Tamils, what else? Japanese, Koreans, Russians, okay? Language is a very complex human phenomenon. 不同的环境，不同的事情发生。In a nutshell, language is an organized voice used in actual social situation. That means it's communication. You have to take note, in the Encyclopedia Britannica, language is defined as a system of conventional spoken or written symbols by means of which human beings, as a member of social groups and participant in its culture and communicate. The keyword communicate stands for what? Come on, Mouth. You and I can always talk effectively. That is called the word communicate. So what is Uncle Raymond's for communications? To me, I always hate the correct autocorrect. Give me a minute. To me, language. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Because this one we are talking about practicing oral presentation. So I want all of you to read properly. So Aaron, my style of readings, these are if there's a comma, pause for 1 second. If there's a full stop, pause for 2 seconds. If it's the next paragraph like this one, this is the next paragraph. Okay, move leh. How come getting yes. What's wrong with my keyboard? Give me a minute. So if it's the next paragraph, okay. All right, so you pause for 3 seconds. And if there's the double word inside, like double communicate, and double L fellow, 拉长那个音拉长那个音. All right, so let's go. To me, language is important whenever, whatever, whoever, and whatsoever you are going to do or engage with. Without language, how are we going to communicate, feedback, respond, and most importantly, to understand the needs and wants of our fellow human beings? Language is an invisible tool for all of us to use it whenever possible and whatever we may need it. Learning a language to me needs patience, dedications, devotion, disciplines, and desire to succeed in life. You see, double C, double E, succeed in life, so that you can ensure the language you have learned will have a great value to you and your future career path. So 你看到那个however, ever, never, forever, clever, whichever, whenever, whatever, however, ever, never, forever, clever, however, ever, never, forever, clever, however, ever, never, forever, clever, however, ever, never, forever, clever， 就是那个绕口令武松打虎不打虎，打虎下老虎，老虎过后虎，十不是十是十是不是十，十是不是十你懂我意思绕口令 Aaron 你懂吗？就是把 practice 你的舌头，你的卷舌 ，right the way you pronounce 咬字 ，same thing as English. So far the however, ever, never, forever in my whole entire life so far there are only 4 or 5 students that can be Uncle Raymond's non-stop 5 times. That's my formula to practice 绕口令. So this is the one I'm going to do a present now. Aaron, Wenjing, Wenbei, and Fiona, you guys want to go JC, right? Now JC is the part where you need presentations. 你不要Wenbei，为什么你嘴巴这样？我不要去JC。算了，你不要去 JC， 你不要去伯利你嫁人就算了。After Sec4 你 pass 就 OK， 去做富太 OK， 整天去 Takashimaya shopping. Okay, let me explain this. I'm going to use this as a presentation, the language I'm going to use. This is only used in my boot camp, so I took one of the slide from my leadership motivation camp. Efficiencies and effectiveness is got to do with the brain powers process. First of all, we like to talk about efficiency, how the amount of resources needed to execute the process of study to make you better. How you can be better? As a result, you have the productivities, the relationship between efficiency and effectiveness, that linking to the effectiveness, the ratio of the actual amount of theoretical input, that is your homework and the study, will give you an excellent result. Looking at this chart here, this picture here, you can be very efficient and you practice every time and hit the target board. But isn't it better to have write down? Perfect practice make perfect. One shot, one kill. And that's called effectiveness. The efficiency and effectiveness in your work. Efficiency in your work and study. Why you need to study? In the short run, you gain knowledge. And effectiveness is achieving good result and good CCA and how and what you're going to study in the long run, meaning your career path. How effective with this result, you can go to a better university and come out to work in a better environment or better career path. With this, you get the excellent result in all subjects, and that is what you want. Why? While efficiency refers to how well something is done, effectiveness refers to how useful something is. So which one will you choose? For me, I would like both. For example, a car is very effective form of transportations, able to move people across long distances to specific places. But a car may not transport people efficiently because of how it uses the fuel. As we know, nowadays we got EV car, we got diesel car, we got petrol car, they might come out the hydrogen car or whatever car They makes the world a better place to live in with a kind of excellent transportations. Get it, huh? So you see the language that I use, the tonality, the confidence, the way I present myself. Hey, please, you have to do that. Few years ago, I used this for presentations. It's very important. Seriously, if you are scared to present, then I'm so sorry. Don't go to university. Don't go to JC. Don't even think of poly. Especially if you go to Republic Poly, I heard every day they have to stand in front of the lecture theatre to do presentation. I think Fiona, no problem for you. Okay. Every day, they have to do it, I cross-referencing, I've been asking a lot of students who go to Republic Poly. Okay, let's go to the actual essay today. Okay, Singapore must stay relevant to Asia and the rest of the world. This is an IP paper, and this student has been with me for many years. It's an IP paper. Okay, and he has been she's now in my university as I speak now in UK. All right, so may I have the first person to read, please? Fiona, the next 3 paragraph is yours. Thank you, ma'am. Singapore. No, sorry, are you reading? I can't hear you.
Singapore must strive to stay relevant to the region and the rest of the world if it is to keep benefiting from Asia's growth and dynamism, President Tony Tan Keng Yam said yesterday. Dr. Tan told the annual DBS Asian Insight Conference that while the advanced economies of the United States, Europe, and Japan continue to be Singapore's important trading and economic partners, Asia's economies will be increasingly important to Singapore. Asia's growth will continue to create significant opportunities for corporates, institutions, and individuals, he said.
So don't mind today, Aaron, I want to target you 不是要骂你是要鼓励你跟支持。You see 你从中国 I think you're from China, born in China, right? 你从中国千里迢迢几万的 kilometer 来到新加坡，为何？为什么不要去美国、美国、澳大利亚、纽西兰还是英国、德国、法国那些国家读书呢 ？Why you want to come here? So about reading this, this is January. This is 10 years ago, and now 2025, you can see how we are growing. And you guys are Wenjing, and all of you, Wenbei, Fiona, Aaron, you are the next 10 years will be 2035. By then, you're already 25 years old, around 25 years old already. That is where you are for the guys, maybe you just graduated from your university. For the girl, already you already graduated university and maybe you're starting work. You see, every 10 years, there's always a cycles of economies, recessions, and different things. So why is this thing happening? Why you are reading this? This is a set 3, set 4, Aaron. It's an IP paper. This is A level. You realize they are actually set 3, set 4. They are already preparing all of you to go what? JC and A level. So President Tony Tan used to be the ex-president of Singapore. All right. And now he's retired already. So in DBS is one of the biggest banking in Singapore, and they get every people to come in to discuss how to grow. The language they use. Hey, why you be switch off, Wenjing? Don't like me again. Okay, never mind. Okay, we continue. Thank you for this 3 paragraph. Wenbei, your turn, please. Starting from here.
While Asia's prospects are bright, the growth is not without challenges, he noted. Income inequality and issues related to sustainable growth and development have to be addressed in tandem with economic growth so that a broader base of people in the region can see improvement in their lives.
So what is the purpose? The best tools, TOOLs, the 工具 is none other than your educations. The more educated you are, you not only save yourself, you not only make yourself better, you also make your family even much better, richer, and not only that, you make the community and your next generation to feel much better. You realize that in China 50 years ago, after World War II, China was really a horrible place, right? They have a lot of property, and 每个人都看不起中国，跟中国人，跟华人。Today, Aaron, 你真的是投对胎你们每个真的是投对胎，因为 你看我们的那些曾爷爷啊，great grandfather until now 啊，他们是真的多数是文盲。I'm not saying 你的爷爷是文盲，I say most of them 啊是文盲，illiterate 没有读书的。可是他们一手真的是白手起家，they really start from the bottom all the way up and make you today can sit in the very comfort of the room. I'm not asking you it's not just about language it's about hard work and this hard work, the language itself is what it's not 笔墨难形容的。It's the blood and sweat and their confidence and their determination that your great grandfather, I will refer it to your great grandfather, that they want you, your great grandchild, great grandson, and great granddaughter like you to have a better and comfortable and a more conducive environment to live in. And that's why you come to Singapore. And that's why in Singapore, we do not want to have any discrimination. 都是每个人4个字一视同仁。你不觉得那个文字很好用吗？一视同仁 ，everyone's equal。还有最重要的，你们要一定感谢父母亲，那就是叫饮水思源，孝顺。你每次你看的那些字华文字一撇一捺一竖一横一点，都有意识的。The same thing as languages is so powerful, and don't take this as nothing because the next few lessons, because they ever came out in an exam question before, in a comprehension passage before, in your A level before. I'm telling you, I'm doing this for more than 10 or 30 over years. I'm telling you. Okay, it's not just that you must be A level student, then you read all this or IP. I share with you. All right, let's carry on. This Wenpei.
Dr. Tan's keynote speech rounded up an opening plenary discussion on how Singapore can future-proof its relevance for the next 50 years.
So, Aaron, Wenjing, Wenpei, and Fiona, your parents and I came out the ChatGPT AI. We come out F1s. We come out a lot of things. We come out the drones. We come out the what things to grab food, grab car. That means it's our generation. Hey, may I ask what are you going to do for your next generation? What kind of technology? What kind of inventions? What kind of ideas are you going to have to make your next generation to even better? Hey, bro, Aaron, 我跟你讲，以前我要找资料我从小学到大学都没有电脑了嘞，我要去 library 去找资料的嘞，我还跟人家抢那本书才找资料。你现在你连去 library，我问你 ，Aaron，你有去 library 吗？有去图书馆啊？要骗的真的
Yeah, really.
不要，等一下，你的图书馆是学校的图书馆还是外面的图书馆？
那个 National Library
good. 哦，你是在讲 Bugis 那边吗？
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that library, man. I got one time I stayed there until I don't know how to go out from this library, until my wife had to call me a few times. Oh my God, 我尊敬你，大哥。文静，你有去 library 吗？
Yes, I just went today.
哇哦，佩服。文贝呢？你有没有去 library?
Library.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It seems like you don't know the word called library. Oh my God. 有没有？
Yeah.
不是学校的嘞。
Yeah.
You Fiona? Do you go to the library?
Yes.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Well done. My son never go to the library. They call it the e-library. Okay, let's go. Thank you. So 50 years. You see what are you going to happen? By the time 50 years, Wenjing, you're how old? 60 60 plus already By then 50 years, Uncle Raymond 已经上天了。拜拜，我已经不在人世了，对吗 ，Aaron？ 对不对？如果我不死，我变成是老顽童嘞，我老妖怪了。我现在已经55了，我再加50， 105岁，我不要啊，我不要这么老，我看100岁死掉就可以了。OK，last one， my dear friend， 文贝 ，one more paragraph。
I think the bigger danger for Singapore, economically and globally, is whether we'll lose our relevance. whether we'll become a second tier city state as opposed to first tier, said Mr.
You read
Ho.
properly, like want to
commenting.
die like that. Come on. Energy. This one is reading practice. Okay, oral practice. Come, say Mr. Ho.
What?
Say Mr. Ho.
Said Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, SR, Nathan Fellow for the
Pronounce as you pronounce it Nathan in American, but in Singapore we pronounce it SR Nathan.
huh?
SR Nathan 印度人，他是我们的以前的总统 SR Nathan. Yes, carry on SR Nathan. We don't pronounce it Nathan here, sorry. Wait,
Hello.
wait.
Study of Singapore.
How you pronounce this word?
Iran.
Okay. Wenjing, how you pronounce this word?
Iron.
Thank you. Fiona? So how you pronounce this word? The one I just sent in the Zoom chat. How you pronounce?
Iran.
Aaron?
Iran.
对了，是伊朗、伊拉克、Iraq. American pronounce as Iran. It pronounces Iran. You know the Iranians the 伊拉克人伊朗人就说 excuse me, it's not pronounced as Iran. It's not Iran Past tense RAN ran 吗 ？Run 是 run right. It's pronounced Iran. 谢谢你，来 carry on. 准备。Finish already No right.
No. To maintain its relevance, Singapore needs to deepen its strength in areas it is already proficient in, using a mix of very careful strategic planning and a clear recognition of global market forces, he added.
Do you know why we are number one? We are not the second tier, but the first tier? Because we use the international language as English. We use English to communicate with our different races in Singapore. And one of our standard in English here in the whole entire world is really top. Of course, we may not be able to compete with the Cambridge, the Oxfords, okay, the kind of English in England or United Kingdom, but we definitely one of the top. And that is why, Aaron, you come here to take the GCO level, the Cambridge, because once you take this paper and you pass well, I can tell you, you go any part of the world, you are most welcome. I can tell you know why. One of my China students, or Xinxie Lai Cao, a few days I got nothing to do. I WhatsApp him. I say, hey bro, how are you? Oh, Uncle Raymond, hi. I just came back from London. He studied until Set 4 like Wenjing. Halfway through, he don't want to take O level. He flew all the way to London. He took his A level. He jumped. Okay, then after that, he came back and come back to serve the national service. He was top in that particular A level. One of the top students. 外国人都不能比他们。So Aaron, 文静、文贝 and Fiona 不要丢我们华人的脸跟新加坡的脸，打赢那些老外啊。Seriously. Okay, let's go. Last three paragraphs. 文静 your turn. What's important?
What's important is Singapore cannot keep still. If we have to be very agile, said Mr. Bell
No, it's not
Swanking,
Mr. It's Dr. Bay.
Dr. Bay Swanking, chairman of the Economic Development Board of Singapore.
Let me tell you, this economic development is very big. This department under the Ministry of the Finance, or I can't remember, this department economy now, is so big. You all need to know because next year Set 3 you have to learn all these things. You all have to know, must know, ought to know, because this economic development board is where they bring in like the F1, the Taylor Swift concert, okay, the tourism, the student like you, Aaron, you come to Singapore to study, okay, or business like your daddy, mommy who got business in other country, or their expertise comes like your daddy, like Fiona, who are good in physics. Your daddy work in NUS, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And come to Singapore to work. Okay, are you okay, Fiona? You're not feeling well? No, okay. Next, Wenjing.
Mr. Engineer,
Liam Dong Dao.
Mr. Niang Dong Tong Dao. What a
You don't look at
name.
it, adjunct professor, okay? 虽然他名字很
Adjunct
难读啊，可是他是 associate professor 呢，adjunct 很高级的，OK？Carry on. At the National University of Singapore. I can't hear you, you mute.
at the National University of Singapore's Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy said it was the responsibility of the upper management to improve running productivity.
Last
The
sentence.
day-long
Carry on.
The day-long conference concluded with a dialogue with former Indonesian President Susilo Bambang. How do I pronounce this?
Yes, so you
Yudhoyono
Susilo Bamban Yohoyono.
Yudhoyono, hosted by DBS Chief Executive
The chief executive
Piyush
chef 啦，他不是煮饭的，他是
Chief
chief。OK，
Chief
chief
Executive
as chief
Piyush
executive
Piyush
Aaron，
Piyush.
你懂这
What
个
so
卦
many
啊？
names here?
这个卦是印度人啊，你懂这个卦啊？在 DBS 啊 ，Aaron， 他一年的工钱啊，听好啊 ，is about $10 to $11 million。
DBS 是银行吗
Sorry，
？DBS 是银行吗？
对对对，发
哦，
展银行。我跟你讲，鸡蛋糕他的 salary 是 more than few million dollars 哎，做那个总裁哎。Seriously a few millions 哎，他已经做了10几年，你可以 imagine， 而且他不是新加坡人，他是从印度来到新加坡 ，OK？ 现在他是新加坡公民。You guys can be one of them. Of course， 他当然有材料啦，有料 ，because he used to work in a lot of good banks。而且 DBS 啊 ，Aaron 是新加坡的很重要的银行啊，好像政府银行这样，政府管制的，所以他不可以随随便便 anyhow to get someone Tom, Dick and Harry to come and run this bank, right? And of course, DBS is one of the best bank in the world, compared with Citibank, Bank of China, you name it lah. Okay, all right. So we have read IPSA now. So now let's take this very seriously. Those of you are doing section C comprehension passage, pay attention. It's 80 words. You must write down the number of words. 记住啊 in an O level, you have to write down, you have to count the words and write down the number of words. Ideally, Aaron and Wenjing, I think Wenbei and Fiona heard before. Ideally, please, your summary must be 75 to 81 words. If you are 74 words, there are chances they might minus mark from you. Okay? And of course, taxi is usually talk about war, natural disaster, factual one. It's a real life. It's not a fiction story. It's not like Harry Potter, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Lord of the Rings, or that kind of storybooks. It's real one. It's a real life. 实事的事情发生的。So as usual, we have done this the first sentence. Okay, the so then how, master and tree stay. I done later. We go through second reading, third reading, and of course remember your past, present, future tense. And then this is the one I'm going to go through next lesson with all of you. Okay, about this is a formula, Aaron. Wenjing, do not share with your classmate. There are 3 different types of summary writing formula. Okay, please do not share. This is one of them I've been using for many years, more than 10 years. Okay, this is the formula. I'll tell you what in this next lesson. Okay, avoid figurative of speech, shorten long expression into one, substitution using synonym. The word synonyms use the same meaning that is delete repetitive phrase, rephrase it the sentence and combine sentences. That is the first method. We got the second method is AZA. I did not put it here. So this is Uncle Raymond method. I got student to tell me, Uncle Raymond, this method very complicated. Can I don't use? I leave it to you, but I will still have to teach you. Because it may not, some people may not like it because they are like this, they don't feel it. But later on, when you go for higher learning, this may be very helpful to you. Because I use it in my study also. Okay, that is my style. This is my formula. Restructure your sentence. Avoid unnecessary informations like this one. Okay, you read on. Phrase it into 10 to 12 words. Because it's 80 words, 8 points. 10 to 12 words. Lucky, Aaron, Wenjing, and Wenbei, and Fiona. You are born now. Imagine 15 years ago, the summary is 150 words. Okay, and 10 points. And the best part, they will tell you from which paragraph to which paragraph, 对吗? Paragraph 4, 5, 6, 对吗 Aaron? 对吗文静？可是在旧的没有嘞，它整个 you have to summarize the entire paragraph from paragraph 1 to paragraph 10. You're going to find your advantages and disadvantages of technology, for example. Okay, but now lucky, you got paragraph 4, 5, 6, then you summarize these 3 paragraphs. So you're very direct. But one thing, the previous comprehension passage, they do not have editing. So delete the phrase and synthesis. Okay, this one we'll talk more about it, okay? And this is Peter. Okay, this is Peter. This is called the formula Peter. What is Peter? P stands for purpose. Okay, so the boy. Okay, can all of you Wenjing, do you think which word tells you that he is positive? John said that I think the guides should not stop climbing Everest as there are many benefits. So which word tells you is positive? Wenjing.
Many benefits.
Thank you. Positive, huh? Very good. Positive, very good. Thank you. And say that, but their working conditions are getting tougher, endangering their life. So negative, obviously, negative. So Aaron, which would tell you is negative? From here, which would tell you is negative?
Against.
Huh?
Against.
这边没有 against 欸 这边 which word negative? 啊
but
这个啊哪一个字告诉你是 negative 呢？就是不要 you don't climb the Mount Everest. Which one tells you is negative? 这个
but
是他讲 benefits, right? Benefit 就是说 positive. Then 这个呢哪一个字？慢慢来，哪一个字
in danger.
Yeah, endangering, correct. So it's negative. Tougher 也是可以 tougher 很辛苦 endangering tougher. So 这两个字 negative. 记得哈 you know how to see already, yeah? Later we go to the situation, the actual one. So what is the purpose that John said that and explain the purpose and with evidence, and then R stand for reliability. Okay? So Peter is saying that the guide should continue to bring those mountains climbers to view Everest. This can be supported evidence, you see. The kaleidoscope, 那个美丽的环境优雅的环境，那个景色 is priceless, 无价之宝 when you reach the peak of the mountain. That is why. So with this evidence, hey, don't stop. This is one of the benefits. 好处. And it's saying that the environment is not suitable for climbers as there are many odds ahead. And this can be supported by the evidence: freezing cold temperature, avalanche, 雪崩 and frostbites lead to high casualty, 死亡. So, okay, got it, huh? So this is a reason that you quote. Okay, let's go to the actual, the result. Result means, is it reliable or not? So this is the most important in section C, Wenjing. And whoever Fiona, you are taking paper 2 or was it Wenbei taking paper 2? Take note. So you must know whether is it reliable. When you quote, you make sure if it's when you quote and you feel that it's not reliable, Aaron, you better change already. I mean, you really need more practices, not just Aaron and every one of you. Okay, let's go for the actual paragraph now, the comprehension passage. So as usual, I always, when I want to read this, I always want to do the first sentence, okay? Like this one. Okay. In 1937, Patrick McDonald opened a small hot dog stand on Huntington Drive near the airport in California, and named it the Aerodrome. So the article below discuss the history of a fast food franchise. Franchise 就是集团OK, 人家买他的那个名字 to sell OK, so second one is the rise in popularities of McDonald's was probably the result of the flourishing automobile industry or because of 那个car industry or vehicle industry. Prior to the introduction of speedy service systems, other restaurants would try to drum out sales by hiring short order cooks. What do you mean by short order cooks? They will test you on this. If you read and you don't understand the word, very high chance they want to test you what is this word. So take note. So whatever this one, you take note, they might be saying something here with you. The brothers also redesigned their kitchens and menu. Why? Why do you want to redesign? To cater for more customers? Or because the customer 厌倦他们的旧的食物呢? Okay, both productivities as well as the quantity were important to the brothers. Oh, okay. So the productive, how they produce the food and the quantity, the amount of food they produce, impressed by their speedy service systems way of doing things. Red Kroc, which is the founder of McDonald's, offered to buy over the franchise to their restaurant concept in 1954. Wow, this is a year where baby boomer in the whole world. Under Ray Kroc visionary leaderships, McDonald's has grown to a 31,000 restaurant worldwide with an employee strength of about 1.5 billion. So this paragraph is going to talk more about how they got more people to work in McDonald's. So I always like to read the first sentence first before I embark the whole entire paragraph. Among the many enticing aspects of patronizing this fast food giant is that the food arrives onto your tray individually wrapped, and most of the food items can be eaten without the need of a knife or forks. Wow, that is cool. The first thing that comes to your mind is hamburger, 汉堡包, 还有薯条. Okay, done already, Fiona, would you mind read the first paragraph? Everyone take one paragraph to read, okay? So after that, go back to the next one. So Fiona, can you read the first paragraph, please? Thank you. I will explain the first paragraph. Once you read, I'll explain the paragraph. Let's go.
In 1937, Patrick McDonald, well, his last name is actually McDonald, opened a small hot dog stand on Huntington Drive near the airport in California and named it the Airdrome. 3 years later, he and his sons, Richard James, Dick McDonald, and Marie McDonald, then expanded the stand into a restaurant some 64 kilometers east to San Bernardino and named it McDonald's.
So this first paragraph was started in 1937. That was before, was maybe during, before World War II started. And they have these dreams to start this food change. Maybe they want to make it more convenience, and this like a family business. And this family business with his sons and the other one is daughter, right? 2 sons. They will see how you can use it. So this paragraph, always remember, Aaron, every time in comprehension passage, the first paragraph is going to tell a story and the entire comprehension passage, especially section C. Trust me, the first paragraph is super important. All right. And this is how they're going to start the history of McDonald's. Next paragraph, may I have Wenbei, please? Second paragraph, please.
The rise in popularity of McDonald's was probably the result of the flourishing automobile industry. Drive dots became popular, and as the brothers noticed that their hamburgers were the most sellable product, they strove to increase its sales. They brought the speedy service system into the food industry and used it to capitalize the popularity of their burgers. The speedy service system is essentially an assembly line of food preparation where at each station, specialization of tasks takes place to put together the final product.
So this paragraph talk about how the first paragraph bring the 2 sons together and start this business, which is hamburger. It's just like in China, 我们有吃小笼包、卷子、粽子，对吗？还有锅贴的 kind of concept， 就是 fast and easy， 对吗？就是很便利、很方便、很有物有所值。That means value for money, convenience, and time not so time consuming fast time. That's why it's called fast food. 就是吃了一面吃一面走一面做工的那种感觉。其实不好吃饭就是吃饭做工，可是 because as the mobile 就是这个manufacturing 的 industrial revolution 的意思这样他们需要这样的很快速的。Why? Because of one competition. So they come out this idea of fast food. which is the hamburgers. 又 economical, 又 cheap, 又好吃 and then 又饱，很重要。Okay, but of course, we all know eating hamburger is like junk food, which is not healthy. That is another different topics already. Yeah. What's in your next paragraph, please? Number 3, please.
Prior to the introduction of the speedy service system, other restaurants would try to drum up sales by hiring short order cooks. These cooks would specialize in cooking and preparing food which only needed a short preparation time. These short order cooks needed to be well skilled and were difficult to find. The speedy service system was more beneficial because the employee need not be well skilled in any area. All it needed were unskilled workers to complete short, specific steps repeatedly.
This one remind me of the ChatGPT and AI. Or was it 50 years? No, not 50 years, I'm sorry. In the 90s, when Singapore decided to have using Microsoft Words, Excel, and PowerPoint and Windows 3.11, they were short of IT staff, and thank God I was trained to do IT. I got the job, and it was very high demanding because every company need a IT expertise to run the software and the hardware. That goes to the same of this one here, the food. That they need very skilled people to do the food very fast. So they think, how? So they need to employ people. But as you know, right, Aaron, now you don't need people. You need machine, correct? to做。今天早上我跟一个很前辈去吃饭呢，在 Woodline 如果你们是住在那边，就是 very near to Potong Pasir 那边，我看到那个 hawker center 了，没有人清理东西就一个人在抹桌子。So 你们要 return tray surprisingly return tray put there, the auntie will put the conveyor belt. 哇，他自己去那边洗的 very high tech Then I went to which yesterday I went to Bangkok Mall Wenjing, I saw one machine a robot 卖 pork mart 的东西。他这样走来走 then 我故意 stop 他then Fiona 我踢他，他整个倒下来 Aaron， 连他用手指骂我，你相信吗？不相信。我真的是有一个 machine 我没有去踢他，你这么笨我踢他我不是坐牢 but it's a machine, you see, so it's very high tech. 这个人就 this paragraph sorry, this passage is not talking about manpower may not be enough. And this paragraph number 3 that Wenjing is reading is about how they want to find the best solution to produce the food nice, good, and economical and cheap to be eaten and to be served. Paragraph 4, Aaron, your turn.
The brothers also redesigned their chicken and menu. Instead of owning many different pots and pans to fire a wide variety of food.
Variety, 记住有那个 Y 字你要 end with D, like beautifully, successfully, carefully, variety. DY 是 D.
Variety of food items. They just concentrate on a few items for their menus and have a wide array where one person could cook a lot of burger simultaneously. Simultaneously.
Very good.
They were
Specific.
specific equipment with solo soft purpose of preparing one particular food items like deep fryers where one person could fry the French fries, a soda machine to dispense all the drinks, and a dressing station where the employee could add the same condiment to every burger. Unlike before, each food order was prepared solely by a single person who need to scrum all over the place for the various ingredient and
Yes.
increment. This new chicken, new cake,
Kitchen, not chicken. This
kitchen,
new kitchen, kitchen.
kitchen designs and operation keep the
Preparations,
preparation step to menu
minimum 最减少
minimize and reduce the time taken taken to get the food delivered.
So the minimums and reduce time 我讲的对吗 ？Because 他们不够人手 cannot do this. It's just the same. Aaron， 你没有吃过 machine 煮的那个 wok hei 啊？那个 cook 就是说怎么讲呢？你吃过 machine 煮的炒饭吗？有吗？文静的 way look at me， 哈？哎，真的有嘞，在新加坡那个人seriously。I went to, it was that day I was during my police duty, I went for lunch. I went to this mall with the other officer. I saw that they really put the food on the machine, then the machine cook it. Seriously, Fiona, have you seen that before? 文贝没有看过，新加坡有这样
Which
的
mall? Which mall?
啊
Which mall?
Junction 9，我这边的，
Junction
我的
9.
我看到那个 machine 好像在自己煮的嘞。
I've been there before with someone.
不过那个是马来的哈拉的那
Is
个
it in the food court?
No, it's not in the food court, it's outside. 是一个店面。
Oh, okay, okay. I can go see.
那个锅贴不错嘞，那个锅贴不过是没有猪肉的啦。OK， because 我现在做这些东西，我要 very alert to know all this technology。哎，你记得自己煮的 Aaron， 你也不够人手，而且 funny 啊，这是中国的料理啊。那请的是什么嘞？印度人 ，I'm not racist 啊，对不起啊，文静 ，I'm not racist。他请的是印度人跟缅甸人的，还有没有菲律宾人的？所以我以为他是华人呢。Aaron 说，我要5块半的牛肉板面。Sorry, can you speak English? Aaron, I was blurred 哦。为什么呢？我以为是中国的餐厅多数是为中国人还是华人煮，对吗？那 surprisingly 有 Filipinos 嘞，菲律宾人跟缅甸人还有印度人呢。Why I'm telling you is the same thing. Like now you're reading this out， 因为不够人手，都在要用 machine 代替人，又便宜又不会罢工，又不会拿 MC。Next one, back to you, Fiona. Number 5, please.
Both productivity as well as quantity were important to the brothers. The deep fryer needed to be able to fry 10 packets of fries at any one time instead of just 1 packet. In the process of going full scale into their new concept, the brothers purchased a milkshake machine which was supposed to help them make multiple cups of milkshake with each run. Ray Kroc was their milkshake machine salesman.
Whoa. Whoa. So guys, this is where you come up your design and technology, you come out your FCE, you come out your whatever things. You see, whatever you're studying in secondary school is going to apply supplies in the what you call the real situations in the real world. Cool, huh? And this is where you see, you must come up creativity idea, 创新, to make sure that your business stay on competitive. You will learn, you will learn this in Set 3 and Set 4. Back to you, Wenbei. Impressed?
Impressed by their speedy service system and way of doing things, Ray Kroc offered to buy over the franchise to their restaurant concept in 1954. By 1959, over 100 McDonald's franchises were opened around the region. However, along the way, he noticed the enormous potential in the system and wanted to expand the restaurant. However, the brothers were quite contented with their progress thus far. Their initial aim was merely to make 1 million before they retired. Ray Kroc thus bought over the entire restaurant in 1960.
Wow, so Ray Kroc is a very far-sighted, 有眼见的 businessman. So these two guys, in the mind, I can make 1 million, I retire already. So the rest is history, yeah? As you can see, McDonald's also got their university. Okay, I never worked in McDonald's before. I worked in KFC before, when I was in schooling time. I never worked in McDonald's, so I don't know how it works. KFC is the same. KFC, the Colonel is about this person, the founder of Colonel, what's his name? I'm sorry, Colonel Sanders, right? Who was discovering, he went door to door to sell his chicken nobody wants with his 11 secret recipe. Of course, he was 60 plus or 70 plus. Then he become millionaire. Nothing can stop you, Aaron, to be what you are. If some bloody idiot tell you, Aaron, you sucks lah, you hopeless, you need to sell. One day I'll make it big, but no need to show off to them. Same to any one of you, including myself. I got people laugh at me. Seriously, a lot of time. Initially, I was very fed up, I was very angry, but as I get older, okay lor, you're just jealous of me. 对吗 Aaron? 如果有人讲你是他嫉妒你 you just take it easy and just no need to prove to them wrong. Just be yourself, just like this Ray Kroc, okay? And he believed himself that he can make it, and of course the rest is history. Until today, my son want to buy Minecraft toys. All the Happy Meal 完了. Next paragraph, who's turn? Who's turn? Wen Jing, your turn.
Under Ray Kroc's visionary leadership, McDonald's has grown to 31,000 restaurants worldwide, with an employee strength of about 1.5 million. Ray Kroc has been credited with the widespread success of McDonald's as the leading fast food restaurant. Through a series of advertising strategies and marketing techniques, he managed to build the brand into one that is synonymous with fun and convenience.
Yeah. He in fact creates a lot of employment. He creates opportunity. He creates a lot of supply chain management. He creates the entire process that make people to have a family bonding. Do you know one thing? There's one McDonald's advertisement in Singapore, very, very popular. 这是我最小的孙子，带他出来很麻烦，但他很喜欢去 McDonald's. So you see, this is to bring out the 男女老少那种感觉. And this is called marketing and branding, the language of selling, the language of persuasiveness, the language of love. Last paragraph, Aaron.
Among the many
enticing, 诱惑
intensify
enticing 是好像在勾引的东西哈，勾引你的东西 enticing
enticing aspect of patronizing
patronizing 就是光顾，欢迎光临啊，光顾 patronizing
patronizing the fast food kind is that the food arrive onto your tray individually. Rapid and most of the food items can be eaten without the need of a knife or fork. The
knife
knife or fork. The food is
is relatively
relative inexpensive too. One can also assure that the menu and food are pretty much the same across the various outlet. Even among the various countries, the operation for driving through is also similar.
seamless mean 就是很顺的，一条龙的意思。drive through， 你是 drive through 呢？记得啊 ，McDonald's 有 drive through 是给你驾车进去。哇 ，the person who come up this idea is really brilliant. But you realize Burger King, KFC 没有哦，只有 McDonald's 才有而已的 so far. With each packing.
With each packing station focusing on one preparation, say of the order. This will thus ensure that the order gets to driver in the quickest possible time so as to not hold up the line.
Very good. So this is like why this is where the language of process, the language of communication, the language of determination to make sure that everyone's are in the same page, on the same page, at the same page, and make sure that the food deliver on time. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, let's look at number 15. We know about the seventh skill, Aaron, the inference skill. Write down if you can. Inference skill, inference question, factual questions, own question, code question, vocab question, language question, and summary question as what we are doing now. So you have to underline the 8W and 1H. Okay, which is the 8W? You see, the writers say that McDonald's experienced a rise in popularity, line 6, with reference to paragraph 2, what? Okay, so what? The 8W and 1H, what, when, which, who, why, whose, whom. What is the reason that the writer give for this? So you have to look at line 6. So this is a master already, right? It's the reason the writer give for this. So you have to look for paragraph 2, your keyword, look at paragraph 2, rise in popularity. 为什么这么出名，这么好吃，这么家喻户晓，对吗？然后我用对值吗？家喻户晓，对不对？每个人都是知道这个哇 McDonald， 为什么呢？What is actually the combination of why and how? From paragraph 2, give 2 features of the speedy service system. 2 features. So what is the master? Here I don't have master already. So I'll take it as the master will be 2. The one highlighted master 2. So 你两个2分。From paragraph 2, so you must take note. Yeah. Hey, what is this? Give me a minute, sorry. Okay, sorry. I just accidentally hit the other screen. Okay, next question. Referring to paragraph 2, why? Take note, why write down is the reason. What is the reason? So this is a master already. Why? Oh, shucks. So why? There's a reason. Why did McDonald buy the speedy? What is the reason McDonald buy? This is my master, keywords, and that's my slave. And then, of course, paragraph 2 is the second slave. And then why they buy this one? The system. Buy the system, okay? 1 mark. Why do you think McDonald want to buy this system? Yeah, Ray Kroc, sorry. Paragraph 3 say that short orders cooks were higher prior to the introductions of the speedies. This one. Okay, what? So this is the master. What does this suggest about? Suggest, and then the short orders. I think I mentioned just now in my the passage there. In paragraph 4, the McDonald's brother redesigned their kitchens and menu. Now you see the first sentence of that paragraph in paragraph 4. So I told you already, every time take note that once you underline that, you know you will not go wrong. Look at paragraph 4. You see? Redesign, right? You saw it, right? Redesign. So what? Let's go back to the questions again. Okay. In paragraph 4, the McDonald brothers redesigned their kitchen menu. Why did the brothers? Why is the reason that the brother have to do this? To make the process what? Better, faster, smoother, or what? More profitable. 赚多一点钱呢？去找。So what does it suggest about the brothers? So what does it think this brother? Are they intelligent or not intelligent? What do you think? That means is the reason and the method. Okay, now let's talk about Peter. Here is the part of the conversation between these two, Rose and Cadence. Okay, just now, Wen Jing and Aaron was talking about. Okay, Rose, Wenbei. Do you think what she said is positive or negative? The way fast food is prepared is different now.
Positive.
Sorry?
Positive.
Positive, okay. Fiona, yes, even the way the food is eaten is different. What do you think? Positive or negative? Or is it he agree with Rose?
I think it's neutral. He's just saying that.
Good. Okay, you say neutral,
Yeah.
Can. So it can be a positive, it can be negative, it can be neutral. Okay, that's the tone. Remember the Peter? What is the purpose of she saying that? And what is the purpose of Creighton saying that? Explain with example and the tone. We already talked about it. And of course, is it reliable what you say? Give two pieces of evidence from paragraph 4 to support Rose that the fast food is prepared is different now. Why is it different from now? Look at paragraph 4, two evidence. Give one piece of evidence from paragraph 8 to support Creighton's view that the food nowadays are eaten differently. So same thing, the purpose, already you know, then you must give the evidence and explain with the example. Okay, can Peter? Use your own words as far as possible. Summarize how Ray Kroc managed to bring the McDonald's brand. You see, I was right, the language of publicity, marketing, branding to greater heights, 最高顶峰, as outlined in the text. So you see, 6 to 8, only 3 paragraphs in text 4, three paragraphs. You summary, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one 不用讲. So in greater heights. So Ray Kroc's, the McDonald brother milkshakes machines, the salesman was impressed by the two brothers, the way they manufacturing, no, the way they produce the burgers, the way they prepare and sell and make the burgers and the process. Say then that is why he decided to take over the brand and make it better, because everyone at that time are moving in a very fast speed already because of technology change. Last time, 100 years ago, we don't have all these things. We only got bicycles, so the pace is very slow. But now with the speed of light, the things, everything are moving very fast. Grab food also, if you cannot take it like too long, like last week, my wife ordered McDonald's 30 minutes 这么久啊，我的宝贝饿死了，you see。我以前1个钟头我也是等，我也是饿，我也是吃。所以记住这个everyone in your exam they will put number of words. So please during your WA2 it's best that you put the number of words. Don't cheat. You don't write until very short and put 80 words. If the teachers were to count or just estimate, they know that it's lesser and then they really go and count. It's only 60 words, you put 80 words. Good luck to you. It's considered cheating. So the best is you draw one. They do this. Guys, ready? They do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5. Then they put there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 times 6 is 30 words, correct now, Aaron? Right, so you can draw longer lah. 7, 8. So see, then here is 5, right? 8 cannot, then 9 and 10. So see, 5 times 10 is 50 words. Okay, and then you draw another one. 6, 7, something like that. You add, then you can write your words there. Some people do this. I cannot take away. Sorry, they are deleting the words there, so sorry. Okay, done. So that's your homework. Please do. If you don't do next week, I'm going to go through the answer. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. Well, I go for breaks now. So do this one. Fill in the gaps with the correct article, and the, and if there's the word, if you think this, no need to put anything, you put the O there. All right. Send in the Zoom chat and do it now.
What is O? Why is that like a O over there? Shit, it's not.
Let's test your language of the and the article.
I feel like some of them can't even use and or the.
Fiona, sorry, say again.
I feel like a lot of them cannot even use and or the. You see
Then you put an O lah.
Oh, che, that's
Eh?
the purpose of oh.
我不是你没有读那个 instruction 啊？你有听到幸亏你问 ，OK， 不用紧 ，it's okay，don't stress。So 你有4个 answer，你觉得不用放and 的，你就放一个 O。This is Aaron，this is to teach you for editing，to test your editing，and it's so good 不要死那种 editing，我们用千变万化的 different ways of doing editing。
Wait, what's all supposed to mean? Like, don't put anything. Hello?
So once you're done, send the Zoom chat answer, all right? And then once you're done, you can do your reflections of 80 words. What have you learned from today's lesson about language? How can language help you? We got sign language, we got language from animals, humans, we got computer language. Oh, who give the answer? Yuna. Oh, Wenjing. Thank you, Wenjing. Wenjing, later you count how many you got correct. Total are 25. There are 25 blanks here. So Wenjing, once you're done, can you do your 80 word reflections? Hey, sorry, I cannot move on. Your 80 words reflection, what have you learned from today's lesson? So this 80 word reflection is also a practice for your summary skill, all right? The best is exactly 80 words. That would be beautiful. Thank you. Boston. Wow, that one got put number one. Wenpei, thank you. So Wenpei, you can start writing your 80 words summary reflections. Thank you. So today you also say you learn summary, right? Only the methods that I'm not going to teach you now, but just give you a rough idea. Next lesson, I will give you more details of the using the ASSDRC, okay? Excuse me. Wow. Wow. Aaron, how you make it so dark? That's damn cool. Only Fiona haven't given it to me.
Send already.
你给我们，对不起，我没有看到嘞，我的错。有啊，对不起啊，对不起，我确认一下。没有嘞，我看到文静的、文贝的、Fiona 的。Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Let's go for the answer. Fiona, you mind read to the class, please, and remember to mark your answer. Slowly or not too fast. Let's go.
I am from Winchester,
Excuse me. Would you mind read in a British accent, please?
I'm from Winchester, Hampshire. Winchester is a city in the United Kingdom. I
Can you
live
read
in a
louder,
town
please?
called
I can't hear you.
I live in a town called Taunton, which is on the River Tone. I live in a house in a quiet street in the countryside. The street is called Hudson Street, and the house is more than 100 years old. I am an English lecturer at a college near the center of the town. I like books, music, and talking and taking
You're talking,
photographs.
all right, and talking to the photograph. Okay, so sorry,
I
my
like
dear.
it.
I'm,
I
I'm
usually have lunch at college. I usually go home by car. We have all kinds of food in England. I like Polish food very much. Sometimes I go to a Polish restaurant in Bath. The restaurant is called Mada's. The Polish food is delicious.
How come it's not? I usually go. I usually go home by a car. Why are you speaking British? Because this is in Britain, Wenpei. Okay, so we're going to read proper pronunciations. Is there a problem with you, Miss Wenpei? And Aaron, do you know there's this this place called bath? 不是冲凉的哈? In England, they got this place called bath. Yesterday, I was giving quite a bit wrong information. I told him that William Shakespeare, okay, the very famous poet, famous author, yeah, William Shakespeare. He was born in Bath, but it's not. He's born in another place. Bath is actually a town, a place. Okay, it's a place in England. So it's in United Kingdom. It's in England. And this is a place called Bath. 不是说那个地方全部都有冲凉房啊。It's a place called Bath. That's all. So it's in England. So this is why not by a car? It's by car, not a car. Why is it the street? Because the street is already confirmed. This is called Hudson Street. You know, there's this thing called Hudson Bay. If you study geography, is in England, in USA. So most of the names adopted in USA is actually adopted from Britain. Like there's a place called Yorktown in England. So when they go to USA, they call New York. Okay, something like that. Okay, so the river tone, because this is a river already confirmed. The means confirmed already. So and English, A-E-I-O-U, and English. Okay, can you tell me how many marks do you get from this 25? All right, and then I'm going to ask you to do the reflections. Hey, you haven't giving marks there. Come on. Thank you, Aaron. No, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, 文静讲错。Fiona, thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Wen Bei. How about Wen Jing? How many you got correct? Wen Jing, 你几个对啊？Here, here, here. Wait, I make it bigger. Okay. Remember AEIU, like unit, Aaron, unit, you cannot say an unit, it's the unit or unit. Because the word U, like university, 大学, you don't say an university, even though it's AEIOU using an, but because the word U, 所以你不可以用 an. All right, thank you, Wen Jing. All right, guys, Aaron's and who else? We're not giving. Okay, this is the essay questions. Write about a time when you feel into temptation and regretted your actions. Homework serve no purpose, no real purpose in education. What are your views? These are mostly our IP essay questions. Describe impactful moments in your travel experience. How does traveling change your outlooks on life? Should English remain the main language of business? I think it's definitely true. The mass media can no longer be relied upon to tell the truth. What are your views? Okay, so let's talk about your reflections now. Fiona, let's go.
I've learned a lot about how to do the comprehension in paper 2, especially how important it is to understand the context and structure of the text, then determine whether the person in the paper is saying their thoughts in a positive tone or negative one. It helps me identify key points and details more effectively. I also got better grasp of using articles like and the. And an are for general references.
That's
While
right,
the is
very
for
true.
something specific.
Correct.
Understanding this makes my writing clearer and helps me express ideas more accurately in English.
Thank you, Wen Bei. I haven't seen your reflections. Please. Okay, thank you. And Aaron also. Wen Jing, your turn, please. Hold on. I want to see whether Fiona, you got 98 words. Well done. Back to you, Wen Jing. You got 80 words exactly. Wow, awesome. Let's go. In today's lesson.
In today's lesson, I have learned that practice makes perfection. If we keep on practicing, eventually we will get better at something. This applies to studies, work, and even in life. I also learned more about the origination of McDonald's. The idea, someone could use it and make it bigger. What we need is the idea and a goal to make it come true. I've also learned about how to write a 80-word summary writing with some formulas.
Is to be is perfect. It should be perfect practice, make perfect. You can practice many times, but you never hit the bullseye. So you must make it perfect practice. I mean, you are not going to practice every time and then end up you retake your O level, right? You score one hit, one shot, one kill, one goal, and get the result in. Okay. I've learned about how to write 80-word summary writing. So there are more coming out for your 80-word summary. Don't worry, Will come. Thank you. Aaron, I'm sorry, if this is your summary, you feel already, 41 words. Okay, so I hope next time you need to give me more words. If you are afraid to write and type, then sorry, the word is not in your hand. Don't worry, make mistake like what the rest. Write as much as you can. Don't be afraid of writing. If you not, I can tell you, Aaron, 用华语。今天我学到很多东西，比如说我学到怎么用 and，然后这语法怎么用，然后老师告诉我说，其实语言是不是很难的学法，因为语言可以用不同的方式来表达个人的情形跟情况。比如说用动物的语言、电脑的语言、人的语言，各种各样的语言都有不同的方式。Then you use that and translate into English，明白吗？用华文去想先，想好了，然后你就算这边一段一段好像急说发生，你 miss 了急说吧，不用紧，你不要用死的英文来去写先，用华文去表达你自己，然后用华文去翻译去英文，明白啊 ？OK 啊，这样你就不会怕了。不是你一个，因为我遇到很多就是这样，以前我也是这样，我学数学也是这样，所以你不用怕。所谓失败是成功之妈咪。Let's go，文备 I have。
I have learned how to do the comprehension text in WA, as I need to analyze the passage first.
Why somebody
and
squeeze you? Cannot talk properly.
be specific in answering the questions. I have also learned how to make use of the words a, and the. This helps me in my essay writing and situational writing to improve my grammar and fluency. Lastly, I have learned more about how McDonald's started, and it taught me to persevere and set goals for myself.
Yeah, I agree. I like the last sentence to bring you persevere and resilience. 所谓是不要向失败而低头，然后是什么发愤图强，然后就是什么熟能生巧、滚瓜烂熟的把事情做好。You see， Aaron 对吧？用你的最强的华文去改发去英文。Okay, I will do this. Yes, 梁子 I'm very, very proud of you. Okay, let's change your these 80 words to see. 诶，好像没有换到。哦，有 ，OK， 看有 80 words 吗？哇，很 close, very good, very proud. Let's read in today's lesson.
In today's lessons, I have also learned about summary writing and some formulas. I learned about a lot about the understanding of paper too, and I also know that I also
New,
I also know that
new, past tense, new. I also
new.
knew, yeah.
I also knew that under Roy Cohn leadership, McDonald had grown to
31,000.
31,000 restaurants worldwide and employed about 1.5 million people. I know that the first paragraph of an article is about the main idea of the article, and I also learn more about the usage of a and the of
Yes, well done. Okay, thank you so much. As usual, you all have owed me a lot of essay. So far, to be honest, nobody any. I think 1 or 2 person. Wenjing hand in one essay. Yeah, I think Wenjing or Fiona. I'm not sure you all have any essay. You know it's very important. Okay, let me stop sharing. Aaron, please stay back after this. I need to talk to you.